Hello there, Paddington here. It's not all bad being shut up with Browns, except Mr. Brown insists Judy and Jocelyn do lessons in their rooms and only come out at break times. He does spot checks now and then to make sure they aren't chatting to friends or playing games online. And apparently Mr. Brown is furloughed, but the fur must be under his clothes, because I personally haven't seen it. And Mrs. Bird is wearing full PPE all the time, and it gives me quite a turn whenever I see her. But she's still cooking delicious meals. In fact, she's cooking enough to feed the whole street, which Mrs. Brown leaves on their doorstep. Mr. Brown is getting rather worried. He thinks it's too expensive, and he also gets quite hot under the collar when Mrs. Brown won't accept money from the neighbours. And Mrs. Bird always puts marmalade on the shopping list. And Mrs. Brown has made me a special calendar with a jar of marmalade drawn on every day. So far, I've scored off 77 days. That's more days than I spent in prison with Knuckles. And Mrs. Brown has always worked from home, so things aren't that different for her, except that some of us have been getting under her feet. I really miss visiting Mr. Gruber. Jonathan tried to help me video call Mr. Gruber yesterday. It's tricky pressing the right places with pause. And then we also realised Mr. Gruber doesn't have a smartphone. Anything. Then Judy had a brainwave and got me a smart speaker, so I can just ask him to call Mr. Gruber's telephone anytime and we can have a chat. And I was worried about keeping in touch with Aunt Lucy. She's in home from tired bears in deepest, darkest Peru. It might be quite a breeze for her to video call, because apparently the time at home has pause-free technology. Except for Mrs. Bird, we all go out to the park at 4 o'clock for what Mr. Brown calls our daily constitutional. I give a hard stare to anybody who comes so close. And Mr. Currer reports anybody not following the rules to the authorities. The authorities aren't quite sure what the rules are. They've stolen the top calling. And he told Mrs. Brown yesterday that he thought sharing food was against the rules. But he likes free meals very much, so he's happy to turn a blind eye to that. Mrs. Bird made currant buns yesterday and put 2 in a box for me and 2 in a specially sanitised box. And we sat outside Mr. Gruber's shop, 2 minutes apart. That's about 2.5 bears long. It was really nice seeing him after all this time. Bye for now. Aunt Lucy will be video calling me any minute.